Hello, gamers. Welcome to the official new season, new recoil, new operator Grim, brutal swarm, everything has changed, new EMP gadget, tier list. It's a new season. A lot of things have changed. People want to know who's good now. People want to know who's bad now. I know for sure Maverick dog shit now. They broke my boy and I'm pissed. All I know is Sledge is still a beast and Sledge is going to be S tier. His gun is still good. You can run the suppressor because there's literally no recoil on the gun, which is very important in this new recoil insane meta. Sledge is still good, plus he got the EMP gadgets and he still has nades, so he has a lot of versatility now. Sledge on top, of course, obviously. With the EMP grenades, I think Thatcher is slightly less good, but I still think he is good because the EMPs are not going to be great against Cade Claws because their range is so short. So Thatcher's EMPs will still be solid against Cade, and he can still like counter the Cade tricking, whereas Cade tricking is very easy against the EMP grenades. So I put him like A tier. I think he is still very, very strong. And with Cade being so strong, Thatcher is still going to be really strong. Yes, true. Thatcher has the L8 as well, so his gun's gonna fight back in this meta. Same as Sledge there. True. Smoke is still probably the best defender. I think I had Smoke as the best defender just in general before. He's still the best defender. The SMG-11 is, I think, actually better now. I know that the recoil is still able to control. Smoke is still going to be a beast. Smoke is never going to be a bad operator to pick on any site. Good all the time. Smoke's the best. He'll probably be the top of this list, like, out of everybody. But who knows? Who knows? It's a new season. Who knows? And we got Mute. Mute's still going to be a beast. Still S tier as well. I'd probably say, like, a little better than Sledge. It's hard to compare the defenders to the attackers, so I'll try not to do that too much. But Mute's going to be up there. Not quite as good as Smoke. I mean, Smoke can do so much, man. He's so versatile. But Mute's going to be solid. S tier. You can't go wrong with picking Mute either in most circumstances. What about Thermite now, guys? Thermite's jumped up quite a bit. With the new EMP gadgets, he's got to be up there. Now you can use our boy Thermite. Honestly, I think Thermite's going to be a better pick than Maverick in most situations. Also, with the introduction of the EMP gadgets, I think Thatcher would be banned a lot less. So running the Thermite Thatcher makes a little more sense now. I'd say probably like B or A tier, right? B or A? I think Ace is probably still a bit better in most circumstances, but if you want those big breach holes, like Thermite's going to be your go-to over Maverick now, I think. I'll put him in B. B for now. Next up, we got Ash, the operator I hate with a passion, which I no longer hate with a passion. Because all the recoils have been slammed so hard, and it's like you really just want to have a gun that you could shoot back with in most circumstances, the R4C is actually nasty. Now, because Zofia is a bit better, it still makes more sense to run Zofia, but I think that if you just want to go kill people and utility is not in your mind, you could just run the R4C and run around. I mean, R4C, it's back, it's solid. I think probably like B tier pick. Utility meta's kind of gone, so you don't need a lot of utility, plus there's a lot less names, so I think it's just going to be a shooting meta with the new, I'm guessing, but I feel like it's going to be a lot come down to like shooting each other now, because some operators, you just can't shoot with. Pulse now has the 1.5, which is a pretty decent buff. Or you can run Pulse Shotgun and Shotgun through floor. Oh, no, we're gonna probably run the ump. We're gonna probably run the ump on Pulse. With the 1.5 Pulse, he's still gonna be good. Definitely better in competitive, but in ranked, I would say like C or B tier. Actually, let's probably put him in B since the ump does not have recoil. Like this is actually, I think the ump's going to be actually really good this season. No, yeah, you're right. C tier. If you're running castle strats in ranked, you're winning. That's all I'm saying. If you run the castle strats in ranked, you're going to win. I think castle's better than Pulse, especially with EMPs. I feel like there'd be less stuff to break castles. So maybe I'll put him like above Ash. That's my theory. There's a lot of theory work going on here. A lot of guesswork going on here. Castle's a really good way to beat players who are not great. Monty is still going to be pretty poo. I think Monty's going to be pretty poo. Poo. D tier, poo. Monty's really only good on a few sites, mainly some of the clubhouse sites and maybe border. Besides that, I'm really not picking a Monty, and if you're picking Monty, you're probably trolling. But I think there are good circumstances to run Monty, but it's just not very often. Yo. That's actually pretty good compared to a lot of guns. Yeah, I think Twitch is going to be decent. Twitch's FAMAS is really good with the muzzle brake. Not muzzle brake, flash hider. It's probably good with muzzle brake too, but the Twitch drones themselves, though, are not going to be super good as per usual. I think Twitch is probably like a B or C tier op. The FAMAS is going to be nice. I think I'm going to move Ashe down behind Pulse and put Twitch up in B tier, like low B. Definitely better picks, but if you just want a gun, that's a good option to pick. Dokk is F tier, especially with Rook getting the revive plates at some point. I think that's a mid-season thing that's coming out, but Rook reviving his team is going to be very, very strong. Dokk is useless. Thunderbird's great. Doesn't make sense to run Dokk really ever. And if you want health, just go with Thunderbird. Why you need Dokk? Dokk definitely needs a buff. Or they got to change something about him because Dokk has been useless for a long time. Rook supposedly is supposed to get the revive where he revives everyone. Now, if you're watching on this YouTube and it's like been months, then maybe he already has that, or maybe they've decided to not even put that in the game. If his plates revive everybody, like everybody has self-res on his team, I think Rook is probably like A tier. Because that's just crazy and super annoying. Maybe B. No, we'll go A. That's just, you have extra health. You can self-revive. Maybe B. But like, I just think the fact everybody can self-revive is crazy for defense, because there's so many times where you're an attacker and you down someone from like a long angle and you can't confirm it. Like that happens very frequently. So I think that like you would get away with at least one res like every time. That being said, if you do get headshot or you don't get the option to res, he's going to be useless for the round. So I don't know. I think almost like a Thunderbird situation going on, but even better than Thunderbird. That's where I would put him if the self-revive is a thing. If it's not, he's going to be F tier. Like this is the difference the self-res makes. So F tier without self-res, A tier with the self-res, okay? Capiche, capiche. We got Fuze next. Fuze has been buffed this season, so now his deploy time on reinforcements is 2 seconds from 3 seconds, I believe, like when it's actually shooting out. That little like, when it grinds into the metal, that's 2 seconds instead of 3. I don't think this is a great change for Fuze. I think he's still going to be pretty bad. Probably going to be like D tier above Monty. He does have the AK-12, which is a very, very good weapon still. The AK-12 didn't get nerfed very hard, so the recoil on it's very usable, and that gun's a beast. So that is some bonus points, I suppose. But I still think like Ashe is definitely a better pick, and I don't know. Fuze, you're not going to get much with Fuze. Glaz with the suppressor buff is actually going to be insanely strong. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Macy J just posted a video, I think it was today, and he got 2 back-to-back aces with Glaz. It was pretty cool, but he was using the suppressor, and like people just don't know where you're shooting at them from, and especially if you can't hear it. Like Glaz with suppressor was already good, and the fact that he now does the same amount of damage with the suppressor is even more insane. Now, also has the bearing 9 and is a 3-speed, so it might be Glaz time, guys. It might be the season of the Glaz, okay? At the same time, it's still Glaz, and he still sucks. I think Glaz is probably better than Ashe. No, Glaz isn't as good as Ashe. That's pretty sad. I mean, you have the R4C versus the Glaz sniper. Pretty situational still. It might even be D tier. Low C, high D. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy for Glaz. I don't think it's the season of the Tachanka, guys. Tachanka's not good. Everybody loves Tachanka, and I just think he's bad. He's just not good. Smoke is way better. He's good on a very few amount of sites. Oregon Basement, CCTV on Clubhouse, and I can't even think of a third. I honestly think like D tier, but he is the Lord. So maybe we have to put him up one. Nah, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. No. All right, we got Kapkan next. Kapkan's still very good. His gun is still good. You just can't run the suppressor on it. The gun is still good. It was hit a little bit, but I think Kapkan's still a great pick. I think Kapkan's probably like low A. I think Rook with the revive plates is going to be better, but solid pick. Still going to be a solid pick. The traps are going to be good in this meta as well, I think, so low A. Honestly, I'm a big Blitz fan. I've been playing Blitz for a lot of seasons, and now that recoil is even harder to control, people are going to have a much harder time shooting your little toes. I think Blitz is better than Glaz. Is that bad? Is that wrong? I think Blitz is better than Glaz. I don't think he's like B tier, like amazing, or someone you should be picking all the time, but I think he's probably maybe even up above Ashe, something like this. Blitz is good at changing up the pace. So if you have people that are just getting really aggressive and destroying you with their mechanics, you can bring out Blitz. Bringing out Blitz is kind of like saying, I know you're better than me, but this is the only way I can beat you because you're better than me. And then you beat them. If you're not feeling yourself that game, just play Blitz. You'll get tons of kills, tons. It's great. It's great. Blitz with the Dokkaebi, even better. You're good, man. It's awesome. Maybe right behind Ashe. I think yeah. He is. Yeah, he's with Glaz. IQ is great if they're playing Valk. Besides that, I don't think IQ is good. Probably like D tier. Maybe low C. Very situational just because Valk is banned so often. And if Valk isn't banned, but you're in a lower rank where you know that you're probably not getting callouts and stuff, IQ is still going to be useless because they're probably not even using the Valk cams very well. I just think that most of the time you don't need IQ. I'm put her top D. I don't care. I don't even care. Nah, bottom C. Bottom C. Normally Bandit's F or D, but this is Bandit season, baby. I think this is the season of the Bandit trick. Mav will be played a lot less. Thatcher, EMP grenades going to be used a lot more. Bandit tricking, going to be better. I think Bandit's probably like a B tier op this season. Going to be very solid. Going to be a good pick. I'm pretty sure the MP7 is still pretty nasty, so that's good. That's good as well. Jager, still going to be S tier. I think he's going to be really good still. Jager is going to be a little worse because a couple operators have lost their nades, so there's going to be just less nades being played overall, which is the only reason I would put him a little lower in the S tier maybe, but overall, having the comfort of an ADS station next to you when you're sitting in a corner is something nice. It's nice, and it's very good, and you probably want Jager, so just keep bringing Jager, keep doing your thing. He's going to be S tier. We finished off the vanilla ops, and we got Buck next. Flashbang's Gone 6 can self-clear one piece of utility. That's honestly a huge buff. Just having that is a huge buff. Plus, I'm pretty sure his recoil is good. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's with a suppressor, baby. I still think is not going to be good at Sledge. Those nades on Sledge are going to be even more important now that people have lost theirs. But I think he'll be like top of B tier. You could probably argue low A, but I think Buck is going to be a good pick still. Sledge just has those castles that he can open and the nades, which is still going to make him very strong. Just because Sledge is better doesn't mean he can't go in A. True. Honestly, I'll go low A. Okay. It's Frost time, baby. Frost is going to be really good this season. They gave her the 1.5 back, and she has a shield and a secondary shotgun, and her gun is nasty. 1.5 suppressor, shield, shotgun. The ultimate combo. What more can you ask for? An S tier op. Is that crazy? Is that too high? Top of A or S? Top of A or S? I don't think you're going to get enough Frost mat kills to justify her being an S, but I do think she is going to be very, very strong. So we're going to go top of A. BB. It's Blackbeard time. Blackbeard. So shit. Don't play Blackbeard. I don't have a single good argument to run Blackbeard. The only thing I would say that makes him maybe better than Doc is like, if you're playing super aggressive players, you can like hold angles and like maybe just have that extra advantage in a gunfight. But even then, really doesn't make sense. Completely garbage. Yeah, worse than Doc. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him. He's worse than Doc. Yeah, sure. He's worse than Doc. Fuck this guy. Fuck these operators. Fuck them. I don't care. Then go wherever in the F tier. F tier is bad, okay? It doesn't matter where they're at. They're dog. They're dog meat, okay? MPX Suppressor is going to be a machine this season. I think Valk is an S tier operator just in general, especially in high ranks. In mid or lower ranks, she's probably not S tier, but in high ranks where people go on the cameras, watch the cameras, call out off the cameras, work together via the cameras, then Valk is a fucking machine in this circumstance. I'll put her above Mute. Smoke, I still think is best defender hands down, but Valk, so good. So good. If you're playing top ranked, Valk is gonna be here in the S tier. Maybe. Nah, we're gonna put her a little bit lower because like, yeah, we can't only argue for the very top rank 5 stacks, to be fair. So I'll put her S tier. I still think in rank, even if you're solo queue, you can still use Valk very well with nitro cells or just understanding where they're coming from or where they're at. Just give yourself more information if you need it. So I still think Valk's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful operator, but most likely going to be banned. And if Valk is being played, the IQ sliding up the ranks. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Valk's great if she's up player. The para Capitao's gun is very good with a 2-time sight, Gone 6, 2 fire, 2 smokes. That's a lot of utility. That's a lot of utility. Plus he's a 3-speed. 3-speed with that gun could be very scary. Now, the only thing I think is pulling me back from putting Capitao as like top operator in the game, or just high in general, would be the fires are really only good for some sites or if you're very coordinated. So competitive wise and in competitive, he will be very, very good. Slightly less good in rank, but still a lot of utility. If you're using your utility correctly or just using it in general, you can get a lot of use out of Capitao. So I think he's going to be A tier. Bro, maybe Kapkan's got to go down. I'm going to move Kapkan down. Yeah, I'm going to move Kapkan to the back of the B. I don't think you can run Kapkan. I'm going to move Kapkan down to B tier, actually. Or back, yeah, top of the B. I just think you can't run Kapkan every round. Cav. Best op in the game ranked player. No, Cav's pretty bad. Cav, what I have recently discovered is Cav is really good in Plat. Up till Plat, Cav is nasty. Only just from that one experience playing her in Plat, it makes me want to put her in D tier. But realistically, she's probably F. But if you're playing bad players, she's probably like A or B. I can't lie. I'm gonna have to put her in F. Realistically, if the other team is just droning or just using drones to watch their flank or literally any flank watch and just clear the map like normal people should, then she's gonna be useless. So gonna have to drop her into the F. Probably worse than Doc. Yeah, that's where the Cavs ending up right here. Hibana this season's gonna be even better with the EMP grenades being introduced. I think in general, Hibana is just the best hard breacher, even over Ace, because you can be so versatile with her hard breach gadgets. Her gun was tanked quite a bit, and ranked specifically, I think Ace is gonna give you a better payoff than Hibana will most of the time in ranked. Now, if you're playing comp, pro league, whatever, Hibana up there, S tier. In ranked specifically though, I think she's probably like A tier op, probably up here with Thatcher, like something like this, maybe even top of A. And I think Ace is probably gonna end up in the S tier once we get to him. Okay, Hibana is landing in the S tier. She got buffed by me. Echo has a shield. His gun is exactly the same, I think. Actually, no, his gun was nerfed, I believe. Oh no, he's literally the exact same. Echo's gun is literally the exact same. Even with this, it's maybe a little bit worse, but just at the end of your spray, like he has a shield. I think Castle's like, I think he's kind of like on par with Castle, to be honest. I'm gonna move Kapkan behind Castle. I don't know if I could go A. I think like B, top B. Jackal, Trackle, Hog. Jackal's gonna be even better now with like the picks of like Ella, Alibi. I feel like it'd be very roam heavy just because there isn't a lot of utility. So I feel like Jackal's gonna be like still really strong. Like up in top A. Top A. Mira is still fantastic. The Vector was nerfed quite a bit, but I think she's still better than like Frost. I think she's got to be S tier. Especially in ranked, like people just can't deal with a Mira. You have a Mira, like people just get screwed, you know? I think she's probably like mid S. Not like amazing, like you don't really need her every single site all the time. But if she is up, like you could use her pretty effectively most of the time. I don't know, guys. I think it might be the Warden meta with that MPX suppress 1.5. So maybe Ying is F tier. I don't know. No, Ying's not gonna be F tier. Ying's gonna be pretty decent still. I think her LMG is actually one that is still fairly usable, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at that. That thing's a laser. I mean, sorry, I ran out of mouse pad. It doesn't actually jump up like that, but with suppressor, very good. Very good. Yeah, I think she's probably around the Twitch area. Probably like, yeah, probably like here. Bro, Kapkan, I just keep on putting lower. Let's do this. Kapkan has been D-ranked like an entire tier. Kapkan went from like high A to mid B. I think Ying's gonna be solid. Situational still, but solid. Okay, Lesion. Very good for solo queuing. That's a good point. Good for crouch walking. I think Legion's just a good informational op just for ranked in general. His gun is very good. If you just want to kill people and have info at the same time, Lesion is your guy. I think he's probably like B tier. Maybe like behind Echo here or behind Castle. Utility-wise, I think Castle, Echo, Rook with self-res are all going to have more impact than Lesion will. Zofia. Okay, Zofia AR is back. Zofia LMG has been left in the dirt, but Zofia is just as good as she was. So I'm going to say S tier. Her gun is not quite as... does not quite have as much killing potential as her LMG did, just because there's a bit more recoil and you don't have a 150 round mag. So, you know, lost a little bit of killing ability, but I still think utility wise, she has some of the best utility for an attacker. I'd say probably like below Mira here. Ella is crazy now. Yeah, the Scorpion's so good this season. Like you can just laser heads off with this thing, I think. Ella, her mines are not crazy good, but with the Scorpion being much better, she's definitely, I think, a better pick than she was pre-crazy changes. I don't know. Probably like low B. Nothing crazy. Her mines are good info though. Ella's gonna be like mid-low B. She can stay there. Kapkan traps are very good. Plus Kapkan's got the 1.5. Ooh, and the Nitro Cell. Ooh. It's Dokkaebi time, chat. What time is it? Dokkaebi time. That's right, baby. That's right. It's Dokkaebi time. Dok now calls, when you call, the dead defenders cannot check the cameras. They ring as well. And I don't think that they can answer the phone when they're dead. They have to wait out the entire ring. The fact that the dead defenders can't watch the cameras, or even going on an execute and coming in like from the back because they can't watch those backside cameras, you can almost play like a bit of a Nokk at the same time while assisting on a roam clear. And if you hack the cameras, you call phones, get a roamer, hack the phones, have all their cams, call the defenders' cams on an execute, and all of a sudden you know where they're all at, they don't know where you're at, and you've just dismantled them entirely. But I think Dok is going to be pretty strong. I think probably like high A. MK14 with suppressor, true, you could throw the suppressor on her gun now as well. Kind of baller. Vigil K1A with suppressor is very good. So that's great. Vigil's going to be a solid roamer. Unfortunately, you're going to get Dokkaebi called and your life's going to be over. Loser. So that's one downside. Fuck, Vigil's just so good, man. Especially in ranked, dude. You can just be dodging drones and just be like working them bitches. I think he's probably like low A. Here. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That's good. I'm not a really big Lion fan, especially in ranked. Like, you're relying on drones, good coordination. Lion in comp can be solid, but in ranked, I feel like most of the time it's pretty useless. I'm thinking like C tier like here, dude. Honestly, if it's me, if you're asking my personal pick, I'm picking the Blitz over the Lion. That's all. Now we'll put him above Pulse. I think Lion's still good, and his gun's really good. And he has flashes plus con 6, so he can't clear something, so he's gonna be decent. If Blitz is better, we gotta put Blitz top C. I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we're just leaving it like this. That's the end of it. Lion, top C, Blitz. I love you, man. There has been some serious changes to Finka, so this is something that we need to talk in depth about. She's lost grenades, her LMG is horrible, and the spear has a lot of recoil now. Just kill potential wise has been tanked quite a bit. That being said, her ability has not changed at all, so her ability is just as good. She still has 3 flashes and a Gon 6, so she could technically still clear something on her own, you know, burn the ADSs with her flashes, Gon 6 it afterwards. So that's like a nice thing. Plus, Finka's stims are still going to be great. I don't think she's S tier. Last season, she would 100% be S tier. But with the recoil changes and the fact that it's probably hard to get kills with her now, I think she's got to be like low A, maybe somewhere in the B tier, like above Thermite. I still think her ability's good, but she has just been nerfed so hard in terms of her killing potential. I would still pick her over Ying. And because she's going to be good for every site as well, right? We'll put her mid B. I honestly think she could probably go higher. I'm going to put Finka top B. Top B. Yeah, that just satisfies me more. I felt concerned with her there. Top B. Finka solid pick. Great option. Great op. Very easy still, so easy is better usually. Alibi is statistically the best ranked defender according to the stat sheet they released, but along with that they decided to make her recoil even easier, so she's just the best. I don't know why. Like, I expected her gun to get nerfed or like lose the 1.5 or something. Nope, still 1.5 less recoil, probably gonna be like way better on the stat sheet. She's definitely S tier somewhere. She has shield, bailiff, so you can set up your shield and make lines of sight or rotates or whatever, and then you can use the prismas for a lot of stuff. More importantly, you can just shoot everybody. I would say she's probably above mute. Maestro cams. Maestro be bulletproof camera. Zappy boys. Still good. I think the ult is actually going to be really good as well. So much info for sight. Plus you can shock drones and get rid of information that the attackers are trying to gain on site. EMP impacts, completely forgot, is totally going to mess him up. You could just throw one and get the camera. That's true. Those are going to be very strong against his cams. I think probably like low B, maybe like behind Ella here. Maybe top C. Yeah, top C. fuck? Not Maverick, man. Dude, they killed my boy. Oh, man, entering the fucking coffin, man. Oh my god, R.I.P. Yeah, they fucked up Mav bad. Not only did they take away Maverick's nades, but they introduced the EMP device, meaning you don't need Maverick for walls that are cated, bandited, especially because Thatcher was banned so frequently. So you don't need Maverick anymore because there's no fucking reason, because he doesn't even bring any destructive utility along with any of the other hard breachers, so all the other hard breachers are just as good as him. Sure, you can avoid like Bandit's Cades, or you can just use Thatcher/EMP device. He will be good against like Bandit tricking, I guess, is the one situation where you probably want him. But on top of that, the M4 is pretty shite now. And I think he's probably like low C tier. The only time you really would pick him is if the Bandit tricking is overwhelming, I think. Now, sure, you can still use him just the same. You're just losing that destructibility that you would normally have, and the gun is much worse. It's just real sad to see my boy go down like this. And I'm hurting, guys. I'm hurting. This hurts me as one of the biggest Maverick fans in the R6 universe and the real universe. It's tough. It's tough. Dude, Clash is so good, man. I think Clash is so underrated and so underused, but like I get it because everybody hates her. So it's kind of like almost like if you run Clash, you know they're going to be mad and then they're going to play with anger and be better or something like that. I think Clash is up there, bro. I think Clash is probably like top C, better than Maestro. Yeah. So much info. Just so good. If you can be good with Clash, you can just do so much. Secondary EMP. Damn, these things fuck everything up. The secondary EMP, yeah, she's gonna lose her shock and then she's gonna be really easy to kill. Damn, yeah, because if you EMP her shield, it's gonna be, you're just dead. That's gonna, yeah, never mind. She's gonna be bottom. She went from top to C to bottom C just from those secondary EMPs. With those secondary EMPs, yeah, you get hit with one of those, they're just gonna run at you, melee you, and kill you. Especially if you're caught off in a spot where like you expected to have your shock to return to safety, and then you have no shock, and then you're just dead boy. Now, I don't think Nomad's great. Even for ranked, I still think she's not great because people rely on the Nomads rather than comboing them with drones. Nomad in combinations with drones makes for a very, very strong flank watch. The problem is people rely on the Nomads, and it's very easy to shoot them or just get past them or just hit them and run away because there's such a small amount of time now after you hit them. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Nomad's great. I think she's probably like, dude, honestly, I think she's like C tier. Nah, she gotta be better than these guys. That's sad. Nomad used to be so good. Nomad was S tier at one point. Now she's C. Now you probably think Cade is a lot worse now because of the EMPs, right? Wrong. He's good. He's still good. Very good, actually. So the EMPs only have a 2-meter radius, so they're very easy to avoid with Cade Claws. They need to at least know where exactly the Cade Claw is placed in order to get an accurate like EMP on it. So he's still really good, and it's very easy to Cade trick the EMP gadgets. So really his only hard counter still is Thatcher. I guess Maverick too, but I can't see a lot of Mav play being used. He would be like S tier normally, but I think he's probably like, I think he's like a little less, or a little more situational now, sorry. So he is a little more situational. The AUG is still very good though, even without the 1.5. But yeah, I don't know why, but so many people are such big fans of Gridlock. If she wasn't a 1-speed, I would probably play her a lot more. I do think Gridlock is probably better than Nomad because she has the smokes, and I think the tracks are usually a little bit better depending on what map you're on. Plus she has the smokes, and I think her gun is a lot better than, actually no, that's not true. The ARX is pretty good, but her gun's also really good. She's literally gonna be right beside her. Maestro or Gridlock? Yeah, no, Maestro's better. I don't think the EMPs are gonna be crazy broken. If she had nades on the other hand, bro, Yubi, can we get Gridlock some grenades, dude? Oh, that would be sick as fuck. Maybe if there's people watching this on YouTube right now, Gridlock has nades and like, oh baby. If that's the case, I'm gonna be playing some Gridlock. Mozzie Roni suppressed is a laser beam. This gun is so good. Plus Nitro, plus Mozzie Pest are very strong, very interchangeable with Vigil, especially because both their guns are still really good. It's just a matter if you want to avoid more drones and not have a Nitro, or avoid less drones, potentially hack them, and have a Nitro. I think Mozzie's probably a little bit better than Vigil just because he does have that 1.5. Nothing crazy though. I think I put him like right here above Jackal. Nokk, thankfully, still has nades. She also has the new EMP gadget, which is cool. And Nokk is just a sneaky lad, sneaky lass. It's just can be so sneaky. I think the Doke calls are just so impactful now. Nokk's gonna be here. Right behind Dokk. Right behind Dokk. What are we thinking about the War Dog? The War Dog with the 1.5 suppressor. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Unfortunately, Warden's actual ability does not do much. I do think smokes will be a little more common actually this meta, so I think Warden will actually be more useful and more usable. I kind of want to say like top D for now, but I guess you could put him in like C maybe. Very like still situational, but I think maybe a little bit better than probably he was prior to this update. I still hate Amaru, but you can't hate on the G8 that much. Amaru's ability is garbage. I think Monty's better than Amaru, to be honest. Oh, but Pax, I hit Amaru Rush and got a 4K this one time. Don't care, man. Yeah, if you're picking Amaru, it's just like, oh, I want to just not care if we lose this round, but maybe I'll kill everyone and get the game over with. Goyo time. Goyo has the 1.5 vector, which the recoil is pretty rough on. So honestly, the 1.5 plus the recoil has kind of nerfed them into the same spot. I think Goyo's probably like bottom B. It's just there's just a lot. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the new recoil for Goyo, and I don't think gun is like the best by any means. Put him above Thermite though. He'll land in mid B. This was the only good part about Kali was that this gun was good. And now it's not. I honestly think Kali's like even worse now. Rather than even bringing Kali, you would just bring extra EMP gadgets or Thatcher. Because her secondary's garbage now, which was the only redeeming factor. Her lances still suck, and she still sucks. I think Wamai's better than Jager. Wamai's definitely S tier. He did lose the 1.5 on the MP5K, which is unfortunate, but his AUG is still pretty nasty. Yana G36 1.5 suppressed. Machine! Still has nades. Lost the Gon 6, but still has nades. I think she's got to be S tier. Got to be S tier. I think probably like behind Sledge, like here. She's very, very strong. Very, very strong. Oryx be smashing. Oryx be smashing. That's facts. That's facts. T5 1.5 is not quite as good. It has been hit with a little bit of recoil, so I'd probably run not suppressor on it. But A tier maybe. I'd either put him here behind Castle and Echo, or here behind Capitao. We're gonna put him back here behind Castle. I still think that Castle strategies, Echo, Shield plus info is gonna be more important than Oryx's abilities, but he can be a great roamer. And the T5 is pretty good, so. I bet you a lot of people have come here for the Ace. Where will Ace place in the new recoil changes, Maverick changes, EMP changes? Where will he be? He does have the AK-12. EMP gadgets are going to make him much more useful. The AK-12 is still nasty. I think Ace is probably your best ranked hard breacher officially. Maverick used to be it. I think officially Ace has got to be up here. Ace very good in ranked. That AK-12 machine, especially compared to the new Type 89 recoil, so much better. Yo, maybe we maybe we just do that. The top of the S tier. Top of the S tier, baby. No, Ace is actually going to be crazy. I feel like you're just going to see so much Ace all the time. Next up, we got Melusi. Melusi, very strong. Very strong. EMP gadgets are going to tank her quite a bit because the EMPs are just going to EMP her gadget. But I still think she'll be good, but like definitely fallen a bit. I would normally put her S tier, but I think she's probably like mid A, especially because like if someone just EMPs one of those and hops in and you're expecting it to go off and you don't realize, like you could literally lose a round just off that. Probably like here. Zero's gun's still very good with the with a not suppressor attachment, I guess. I don't think Zero's quite A tier, but I think he's probably somewhere in the B tier. Better than Ying, probably. Probably like here. My main problem with Zero is you can do everything you do with Zero cams with drones. And I know you could probably argue Yana does the same, but the Zero cams are just they're like so easy to shoot. They're just so obvious most of the time. And I feel like yeah, if you're good with Zero, he can be good, but just Yana is just a better option. And like, I don't know, maybe he's a little higher. Maybe I'm doing him a little dirty. I could put him, yeah, I think maybe even better than Cap. Oh wait, better than Cap. But yeah, his Zero cams are good. The Zero cams are good. I think this is too high. I honestly think he should go here and Finka should come like here. Aruni, Roni suppressed, very strong, very good. the Fist of Power. Rudy's probably like A tier. Probably like here. Slightly overrated, I think. Flora's exploding stuff, especially with Alibi, Ella, Smoke, all these shield ops being really good. Frost. I feel like the Floras will actually be very useful. Obviously, the mute just hard counters them, but some sites you don't need Floras. Like, there's a lot of places where you don't need to clear all the utility, or utility just isn't as played as much on a lot of sites, or for some sites, sorry. I think Floras is like a solid operator, but not like extremely like strong. I'd say probably low A, high, better than 0 in most circumstances. Thunderbird, the bird, as we call her in my country. Thunderbird will be even better with Rook being played more, but the spear is much worse now. I think an A tier. I think like here. Could run the shotgun bearing 9 combo. I'm a fan of that. It's fun. Okay, we're gonna leave her there. This is a tough one because she can be good or she can be really bad. And it really just depends if the defenders are bringing impacts to counter you or not. Rook's gonna have impacts. Probably gonna see quite a bit of Rook play. Vigil, Alibi, maybe. You might even see the Alibi impacts with Ella being good now and Frost being good now. She might bring the impacts as well. Osa's tough. I think Osa's probably above Goyo somewhere. Bro, maybe just right above Goyo. She does have the EMP now, so you could like make a play into sight or something by EMPing shit and then walking in. Thorn is insane now though. Thorn's gun, yo, hold up. Thorn's gun was already very strong. And it's a laser with the suppressor. Thorn traps are kind of ass, I can't lie. They're okay, but they're not anything crazy. They're pretty easy to just get rid of or just activate or just walk past. You know, you don't even have to sprint away from them. You can just walk away from them. So you can walk in with your sights up, activate the Thorn Trap, keep walking with your sights up, kill a guy, and still not die to the Thorn Trap. That's the thing that sucks about Thorn Traps. They are good info, and I do think they are better than Ella Mines. Probably like here. Probably like here. Like a mid B. Mid B. Azami's still gonna be really good. They didn't change anything about her gadget, which is actually kind of surprising. The gun has added a little bit of recoil, so it's a little tougher for Azami Mommy here. But Azami is S tier somewhere. I don't even know. Probably better than Mute. I would say Azami's probably like... Yeah, Azami's crazy. Azami's probably up there with Smoke. The fact that even with her gun not being quite as good, and then she's like top S tier is like kind of insane. Kind of shows how good her gadget really is. But I think the Smoke loadout just tops Azami. Sense is good, but not that good. They fixed his gun. Look at that. Now, Sense's gadget is still pretty meh. Not insane, but can be useful-ish. Good on Stadium, which I found out after playing Stadium for 12 hours. Yeah. ID. All right, guys. And now we have our final operator. The newest operator. Grim. Grim is the newest Rainbow Six operator. And kind of ass. Grim is 3-speed, has a shotgun, commando. Personally, not a big fan. The gadget takes a very long time to deploy and it's very clunky and very just weird to use. And on top of that, it's not incredible and I'm not that big of a fan. I think Grim is probably worse than Montagne, but like between Monty and Amaru. But maybe like here. We could put him behind Amaru, I guess, since I can't move it over since it's just a PNG file on my OBS. But I really think Sense is more useful than Grim. You can't even shoot your Grims like safely. So the problem is with Grim's ability takes so long to like actually get out of the fucking canister that you're exposing yourself so hard by trying to use it. And it's just so clunky, slow, and just like doesn't even like bring that much, you know? I just not a fan. Just not a fan at all. But if you want to hit a rush with that shotgun, have at her, screw the ability, run in, go wild with the shotgun, and it'll be a great time. So there you have it, guys. This is the 2022 post-Operation Brutal Storm tier list. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Let me know if you think that I'm wrong on anything, which you probably do. Everybody has their opinion, and this is mine. So if you want to be a champion like me, you have to play the best operators. That's how it works. If you want to be champ, you got to use the Pucks on Locks operator tier list. Facts.